is going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is another fantastic evening with the Duffers review. You. With you, as always, is Nick, Duffer 2, and we've got Duffer 1, David Thompson. David, how the hell are you?
Doing good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
Totally goofing off.
Heck yeah.
We're gonna get right into this. I got notes from my producer that we got to get right into this thing.
Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna start raise. Brought to you in part by Raise. We're gonna raise your game. If you're ever feeling down, if you're ever feeling like you're feeling a little sluggish, grab your Raise. Yeah. Raise would increase your metabolism, your BCAAs, and all the other nonsense and good stuff in there for you. Just have your Raise, and you'll be up for 3 days straight.
Yeah. Hey,
I could say about Raise.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if you need to paint a house in rapid fashion, drink 2. You're
trying to collect that health insurance.
Yeah. The Duffers are not responsible for any harm that you do to yourself by drinking 2 Rays, but it is there.
I will say this, and one thing I have enjoyed about Rays, just so you guys know, Rays being part of the Rays family or something, the little sponsorship stuff we get like this, we get to be part of the Insiders group. The Insiders group gets to test secret flavors. See how it right here says top secret? It's top secret flavor. Get out there and do it. You can become an insider. You can become, a part of the Insider group. Get some cool swag and all this stuff like that. Rays, in all sincerity, I've got one in the chute right now. There we go. That's why I'm all amped right now. I got one in the chute right now. Keeping it cold. But definitely want to give a shout out to that team. They've been nothing but great customer service.
Yeah.
And give a shout out to Rays. So
yeah,
there's your 30-second plug to Rays and the Rays fan.
Yep. I will say that when we have had an issue and they're shipping from Florida, right? So if you have an issue, their customer service is world-class. Like, they are on it. They will replace if they need to. They will refund for a can or 2 that got busted up in shipping. So it is really, really nice that they are they have just great customer service. So I think it's amazing.
Not only that, check out your GNCs. Let me plug for them. A lot of GNCs carry the Rays line. There's multiple different flavors, for the crazy sweet tooth to the I just kind of want it to be low keel. But the one thing I can truly say is there is no crash. Monster, I'll crash. Red Bull, I'll crash. I just feel like I'm wired for the next 4 days. I think there's no crash because you never come down. I think that's the thing about Rays.
Right.
All right, cool.
We got that out of the way. Our sponsors have been plugged. Appreciate that. So hey, New Year 2021. We have wrapped season 1. The end of season 1. Those episodes are well on their way. We've got all the recordings done. Obviously, they were done a while back. But let's talk about new episodes, man. We have a lot in the hopper. And I'm excited.
As far as the new episodes we've got posted for season 1.
Yeah, no, we've got, I think we had them. They were dropping every single Friday. If you guys have not seen them, please go out and take a look at them. They are pretty awesome. We put a lot of heart and soul into every one of these episodes that we're making. We're taking, suggestions from you guys on like what you guys want to hear, what you guys don't want to hear, what you don't want to see my fat ass on the screen so much. We get it.
You know what, Nick? That is a point that I was just going to stress. I swear, sometimes I think we're, just reading each other's minds. You know what? Throw it. I always look at it. We were both in technology, and I always feared the comments. And I've actually grown to learn, like, the feedback we have been getting, those that we've talked to, the guest Duffers that have showed up into our events and stuff like this, have been phenomenal. From bad. I've heard, both things like this. You've heard that you suck. Like, great. That's why I call the Duffer. not collecting a check at the end of this round,
Yeah. Yeah.
other than from another Duffer. But even then, we're not playing for C notes until
No.
season 2. And then it just gets crazy. We want to know. We want it to be entertaining. We want it to also be informative of
Yeah.
why we're doing this. Let me just give you a fast 30-second, I promise, why the Duffers, was created. Me and Nick used to golf all the time, different areas, but we'd always try to find the best deal, right? Trying to search for the best deal, whether it's Golf Moves, Golf Now, Under Par, any one of these different sites, try to find the best deal. Great, find phenomenal deals. Then you go out and you check out their websites. Some of the websites, they look like they're majestic. They're phenomenal. It's like, oh my God, we're about to go play a pro course. Come to find out, you get there, it's a rat hole. And it's like, you look at some of the reviews, unless you get into the deep trenches and find where some of you guys have gone to, no one's putting real reviews. So we're like, you know what? We should just enjoy what we're doing, but warn those that are coming out. Give them a true Duffer's perspective.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I'm going to pay, and like we've done this, we said we've categorized the way we look at courses. Our 3 categories are $0 to $50 is our beer ratings. 50 to 100 is the mixed drinks.
Yep.
And anything over $100 around, we consider a premium drink. In a true Duffers world, that's about the price range that people are looking. Every Duffer's trying to find that beer round, right? They're willing to splurge for a little bit better, course if it's worth that dollar. If the piece of play is worthwhile, right? If it's not, nobody wants to spend $125 to be out there for 6 hours.
Yeah.
Right. And you don't want to spend $125 on a premium round course. Come to find out, it's no better than your $20 round track.
Yeah.
Right. So this is what the Duffers Review was created. We were doing it so you guys know at least you can find some goofy guys playing courses all over. The one thing I am crazy excited as we're talking about new episodes here is we've played all over. Right, we're willing to travel. We've got invites. That season 2 is going to be crazy for you guys because the guest Duffers and people that we've met along the way have invited us out to their courses to play in season 2, and we've got it scheduled out. Check out our website, check out our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe, and and just let us know which course to come review.
Yeah,
we'll come out and we'll play some things. And if you suggest a course, we're going to ping you. We're going to ask you. We want you to be a guest on our show. Come out, goof off with us, play some of our crazy games. We're even changing some of the Duffer rules this year because we're getting better. And my liver can't handle some of the old rules. So
I think that might be a side effect of you getting old.
That's it.
By the way, you got a birthday coming up here in February.
You. And
last part of February.
Trust me, the wife has been. What do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? So I told her Pain Valley, which is on season 2, course request. However, I'm not playing Pain Valley in February because there's gonna be nothing but snow in that environment. So, but it's going to be in 2021 as one of the courses reviewed.
All right.
I'm already going into it with the naysaying of I love Tiger Woods, he's my boy, but I don't know if it's going to be worth the price of admission.
What is it like?
$275.
I think $275. I was going to say it's a mid to high 200. So that's a lot of money to drop.
If Tiger's going to be there, I'll pay it.
Yeah. No, I mean,
scorecard or something like that.
Well,
new episode. Nick, let's in. What are we talking about? New episode.
Yeah, so we're gonna rewind a little bit, go back to August when you came up to Oregon, and I'd love to talk about some of the courses that we played in Oregon, some of the things we loved. If I'm not mistaken, when you came to Oregon, we had planned on playing 5 courses.
Yep.
We ended up playing, and that's in 3 days, folks. 5 courses, 3 days. We ended up playing 4. By the time we got to Sunday, we were both so exhausted, like our backs were just toasted. That we ended up not playing on Sunday, which was probably a great idea because it ended up just storming like crazy, hot and humid. It felt like hot Atlanta. I mean, it was nasty outside. David and his beautiful wife came up and spent the weekend at our house, and we had a good time. We really did. So that's one thing I'd love to talk about. The other thing was your and my trip over to Colorado earlier, and that was awesome. That
That
was
was where we
awesome.
had Mr. AARP himself, Chris,
Yes.
joined. It was his backyard, and
Yeah.
I was going to invite him on tonight to talk about it, but I'm just going to let him be senile in his old age. He's fighting through the COVID, so he's getting through the
Still,
run.
he's still got.
He's old. He's feeling better.
He's got the vid 19.
He's got the vid.
The vid.
The other thing in new episodes here, because we're gonna like just as Nick said, we're gonna rewind a little bit. We're gonna talk a little bit about season rough cuts. Right, This is the rough cut season. We don't know. We were figuring it out. We were trying it out. We're gonna test our hands and get you some blooper reels out on some of these things here. From that. So we're gonna talk about some courses we just finished up in season 1. Right? We're gonna recap season 1. The new episodes and stuff that are coming out have some great potential. And I was going to maybe towards the end here, I'll give you a little bit of a teaser of some of the stuff that's that we did in the new courses. But let's shift it. We were going to go into the Oregon trip.
Yeah. So let's talk about this. So on look at that picturesque. Sorry.
Alerted. All the fans are calling in.
No kidding. Look at there. Like, hey, can I get on with you guys? Can I get live? Huh? Can I get there?
Our first caller.
Our first caller. No. So all right. So let's
review 19th hole.
19th hole. That's right. So hey, so we'll do this by the way we shot it, which was our very first day. Actually, I'm lying. You were here for 4 days because you got in on a Thursday, and I came and picked you up on a Thursday afternoon. And we went and shot Eagles Landing. And this course is a par 3 executive course. The longest hole is 90 yards. But it's got 27 holes. And David and I, when we worked together years ago, we used to sneak away from work, take our clubs, and go shoot this course when it was only 18 holes. So we shot this course. Oh man, I don't even know how many times we played it, but I mean, it is a great course to work on your short game, and I mean short game. There's a couple holes I'm pretty sure you could toss the ball and maybe get a hole in one, just throw it.
I think it was we took 2 clubs, right? It was a 2-club channel.
So this one I picked David up in this episode. If you watch it, and I implore you to do it, please do. It was actually pretty funny. We were originally going to shoot at Saha Lee, which is a great little executive par 3 course. But when I picked him up, I said, hey, I'm changing up the game. We're going to go ahead and we're going to go out to Eagles Landing. And so David was like, yeah, let's do it. So we had a blast shooting out at Eagles Landing. And like I said, very short course, I would say it's a challenge, especially with just 2 clubs. And yeah, so I mean, we had a great time. We really did. What would you like to say about it, David, Mr. David?
So Eagles Landing, to me, it's fun because we literally were 2 clubs in hand, all of our goofy camera gear. We weren't prepped for that, but we made it worthwhile with the hat cam views. We played the chest cam views. But it was just like you had a drink in hand, 2 clubs, and you just went to each one and just started firing it away.
All right. My apologies. I have to mute for just a second. I'm sorry, guys. I'll be right back.
I'll yammer. Take the 19th hole call. For those here, the Eagles Landing is just that. It's the executive course. Go out and play it. On the middle of the work week or something like this. The other thing I like about the Pacific Northwest, and let's talk about that for a second, is during the summers, you could go out on this course pretty much at like 7 p.m. and still be playing until almost 10 p.m. No problem. Light, dusk. I mean, you could play forever up in the Pacific Northwest. So I love going back to Oregon just for that reason alone, because I used to, when I lived up there, I'd finish work, I could drive to the first tee 10 minutes away, get full 18, and still get driving range practice time or something starting at 5 o'clock. Where right now, sunset and down in Arizona, it's done 6 o'clock. You're done. It's dark. It's pitch black. So I love that variable. When you get the advantage to be able to play longer one way or the other. So the Oregon trip was such a good trip. Let me see if I can do here. We're gonna make a little bit of a switch. All right, and I am going to share my screen right here. All right, I'm now going to control the screen, and I'm gonna do this impromptu because we've got a live phone call. This is we call it video editing 101. You don't do this live on. There you go. No, that's not it. No. This is it. All right. So one of the things we wanted to talk about here, and I'll talk about everything, is it's the ultimate little mini golf course to play at, right? Their driving range down here is phenomenal. Here's what's really unique, is I can show you guys this here. Is this little building hut thing right here is an elevator down to the actual course. You take a little mini elevator down to actually get down to the course itself. It's great being able to see that aspect of the course. Man, you know what? Completely brain freeze party foul. I'm not even talking about the same course anymore.
So say, what are you doing?
I don't know. I
What are you
completely got
doing?
shit control. I goofed it. I'm like, it is in Oregon. It is a course
It
you
is.
play. I'll let it go back to him. Wow, total party foul. There's the ultimate blooper right there. I was literally in the wrong course.
Oh my God.
Landing. Literally,
Yeah.
as soon as I said that, I'm like, that's not the course we're talking about.
No, it's definitely not the course. Oh. So yeah. So my apologies. So what I will say about this, I don't want this to get stale. Is David and I, you can kind of see in the, um, you can kind of see, we had chest rigs on, we had GoPros strapped to our chest, to the top of our hats, which we must have looked so goofy out there. But I'm telling you, we had a great time. I mean, it was a lot of fun to go out and to challenge each other. We had some pretty good shots. It's one of those courses you're not supposed to drink, but we
Duffers rules.
Duffers rules. So yeah, nothing crazy, but we had like I said, we had a great time. This was the start to this was the absolute start to the weekend, the shenanigans we did that weekend. We actually had a great time. So, like I said, if you have not seen there you go. There's a shot of me with the chest rig on. David had it on for a while. Then he went to the head rig. There you go. So, like I said, just a funny episode. A lot of drunken episode, just having fun. So if you have not seen this one, it's called Eagles Landing. I believe it is. We can check this out. This is episode 4 from season 1. Excuse me. I would highly recommend checking it out. You know what? I'm going to say it right now. Check out all the episodes. They all have something, and you're going to love seeing the progression. The first episodes we did were very serious and very pointed, and then the more we go, the more we're just loosening up and having a good time. Season 1, all about the rough cuts, yeah, that was your first shot right there. Look at there.
There it is.
Yeah. Duffers rules. Yeah. So David's got the head rig on. I've got the chest rig on, and down goes shot number 1. So definitely check that one out. It was a great time. We had we had a good time. Honestly, we did. So it was a lot of fun. So again, season 1, episode 4, that was definitely, there's David's second shot. So there it just keeps, it goes downhill from there, baby. So look at that.
Changing some of these rules. When you start playing these little executive courses and your short game gets better.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, this was actually interesting that this is coming up. The
Yeah.
cave over there is a little outdoor like picnic area rented out, for something. It was really cool seeing that. That was new
Yeah.
from the last time I was there, X amount of years ago, and to now.
This
So
shot right here. This sand was it was cement. It was cement. I mean that like I went down through it and I think my club bent. I'm not sure. Anyway, good times there for sure. The next step, we were at not Camas Meadows. My apologies again. No, Reserve. The next morning, we got up super early. We had our liquid hydration. We got everything good to go, and we headed right off to the the Reserve. So Reserve is a I think we called this, was this a premium or was this a mixed drink?
I think it was a mixed drink. We shifted from the premium.
Yeah. Yeah. No. Okay. Yeah. It was definitely yeah, it was a mixed drink. So like I said, this one, this one was a great course. David and I both really enjoyed it. It's not a very challenging course. It's I think we've both said that it's one of those courses you go to with your dad, your grandfather, to have a great day, to relax. And yeah, I mean, and just shoot a good round of golf. So yeah, this was we started early in the morning. Now today, this day, David will say it wasn't hot because he's from Arizona, but I think this day we were hovering around the mid 90s, mid to upper 90s for Oregon, which is pretty warm. I mean, we have some humidity here, so yeah, we actually, like I said, I won't give it away, but we had a great time shooting this episode. We played with two really great guys. Do you remember the name Mark and Mark?
I think it was Mark and Mark.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
it's not Mark and Mark, it would then you'll know as soon as you watch it.
Yeah, yeah. But some really great guys, some great golfers. We had a great time with them. Uh, very friendly, and that's kind of an Oregon course type thing. Like we have a lot of friendly people here in Oregon, and these guys were the epitome of friendly. I mean, they really were.
I agree. I mean, here's the thing: is everyone that we've allowed and shot as a guest duffer,
Yeah,
they're a duffer. They've been an absolute blast. They
yeah.
love the duffer rules. I know on the turn here, we all got lit up on some shots.
Oh yeah, we did.
On the and everyone has happy. First of all, I don't think I've met anyone on the course except for one time, and it's just because he was recovering AA or whatever. It was like I think we were the goofiest things for him to have to be on the course with. This guy's a recovering alcoholic, and we're just luscious.
Oh, there you go.
Hey,
Here's your Rays.
there you go. Shout out the Rays. And it was so unique, even for them, because it was like they were like, yeah, I actually, a lot of the reviews we get are word of mouth.
Yeah.
People play a lot of courses based on, no, I would never play that place. Or no, you don't
Yeah.
want to go check that one out.
Yeah.
Even just moving down to Arizona this year, and March going out and playing a little bit, everyone was like, oh, you haven't played this? Oh, you haven't played that course? I was like, well, I live over here. And I'm like, no, that course is trash. You should go play this course. So it's always unique, for us to be able to get those point of views and see that on doing all these courses.
Mm-hmm.
Again, this is one of those, the 19th hole is not shots, beer, and partying. This is, you're going to have a cigar, and you're going to see a lot of people in there drinking Merlot, chilled, laid back,
yeah.
course at the end.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say that I have, I've played this course pre-COVID, and the clubhouse is really a really nice place. They have great food. Obviously right now we don't have that. But it really is a great place. So, if you haven't checked this one out, please do. It's a good episode. David and I, we didn't shoot a ton of footage here because we actually, David got pretty competitive with Mark and Mark or Ben and Ben. I think they had the same name, didn't they? I don't know. Anyway,
but again, it was one of those courses. It's very flat, just as it's low keel. It is just come out. They're even, it wasn't really like hazardous areas as much either. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just, you could find your ball. You could get right up on it. You knew everything was going. It was a great challenge.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
together. So
Ooh, let me turn the quality back up to 1080p. So the second course of that same day, we shot out in Oregon City. By the way,
okay.
we went
Very
from Aloha all the way to Oregon City, which is it's a long drive. I mean, we were on the road for a while. So yeah, so we were pulling up here. Again, we were playing Twilight. So we didn't know if we were going to get paired up with somebody. We ended up getting paired up with these two. I'm
oh
calling
man.
them these studs. These were absolute studs.
But studs. They were
Yeah,
definitely they were characters. Let me say that.
they were
Young,
characters.
ugly characters.
Yeah,
That's what
yeah. But yeah, this was it was a great time. We had a fun time shooting this. We almost flipped the cart, which we did not get on film because it was dark, and we had to get the cart back by 8:30. I remember this. So again, this is this is August, yeah, in Oregon. So it doesn't get dark until almost 9 o'clock. But uh, yeah. They said the cart has to be back at 8:30, and they said there's no way you're doing 18 holes. David and I said nope, we're doing 18 holes. We jammed on it, and we got it done. But
you got it done.
we got it done again.
Here's my quick outtake on this. This is a two-sided course.
Yeah.
Right. The front nine, rip and rip, have fun, wide open. The back nine is placement golf. This is you got to be a low handicapper. You will lose everything that you didn't think you were going to lose in the front nine. You will lose in the back nine.
Oh heck yeah!
All day long.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Whew. There's a lot of fireball that day.
That was a lot of fireball. Yeah, we shot with a lefty.
Both of them were lefties.
Yeah, two lefties. Yeah, that's right. And
what was unique? So you'll love the front nine. Get out there like this. It definitely warms you up to be prepared for the back nine. Back nine though has some great like signature hole-esque. Like there's signature holes, right? Because they're all unique. You're hitting blind downhill. The next one you're hitting like into a valley that if you hit it just short, you can bypass the valley. But if you roll the valley, then you're hitting a crazy like 150 yard, up in the air shot just to go 20 yards.
Yep.
So much uphill. So it's got some very uniqueness on the back nine of this course.
Yeah.
However, here's the story that we've got to say about this course. The reason these guys, I call them little crazy studs, something like this, because they had our back. We almost ended up in a brawl on this course.
And hold on, before you jump into that, we are gentlemen on the course. We don't. Well, hey, I mean, we have etiquette, right? So like we don't like if somebody's pressing us, like no big deal. We don't generally ever press somebody. But yeah, I mean, go ahead with the story. But I just wanted to preface that by saying,
prefacing that, and that is very true because we're not really filming. Yeah. We'll let people play through. If I feel like somebody's pressing us, I'll let somebody play through all day long. Right? I like to say if my driver's on, I'm a big hitter. So I'm never worried about the people behind me. Right? Because I think we do keep, even with filming, a very good pace. However, even for being Twilight, and we were cruising and we were filming, the group in front of us they were out like they were on the most leisuriest round of golf of the planet. They were playing like a 9-hour pace course.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, as you can see here, we literally got in at the end of Twilight here at the time of this course. And it was crazy because I had no doubt we could have finished this course an hour before that we actually finished.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because of the group that was in front of us on the front nine.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the abridged version. All four of the guys in front of us, we're on a par three. We finish up the par three. As we were getting ready to tee off in the par three, we're watching them tee off. They literally are driving away as we're just teeing off onto the par three. We go play the par three, find a few balls, go like this, get up there, and we look up, and these guys are on the left. They're not even in the fairway. They're in the rough on the left-hand side, all four of them.
Mm-hmm.
We're kind of waving, what's going on? Like, you guys have had all this crazy time. Nobody's on the green, and the group in front of them are already off the tee box going back in towards the ninth hole.
Mm-hmm.
So we're like, all right, screw it. Let's just hit up. They're not in the middle of the fairway. Let's all hit it into the fairway. The two lefties and Nick, all in the middle of the fairway. I'm a little amped up. I'm a little frustrated with these guys. I hit one. It does. It comes in a little hot right behind him in the rough. I immediately, A1, yell 4. I cruise right up to him. I start apologizing. Hey, my bad. Was not aiming at you guys. Did that. They got lippy immediately. And all of a sudden, I was like, and they're like, why are you guys hitting if you don't? I said, I go, time out 20 seconds, dude. You guys have been up here for 20 minutes. If you guys are looking for golf balls because you need to find golf balls or something like this, I go, but we've been trailing behind you all day waiting, shooting so much B-roll that, it was one of the most something like this and taking more shots than it beat. And they kept them going, we paid for this. I said, time out. We all paid to play out here, right? There's nothing more frustrating like this. I go, but guys, not one of you is in the fairway. Not one of you had the decency, and even you should have called us forward to come in the par 3, right? I said, I go, we sat up there and waited and watched you play that hole for 10 minutes. You guys are wrong here. I was like, I could have easily been that old school, old fart guy to call the clubhouse and say, hey, Marshall, come out here. But then that wasn't what I'm going to do. It wasn't until right then that I got crazy for it. Anyhow, guys, golf etiquette out there is key. We don't listen to Brawl. I loved it because the kids that we were playing with, they were ready to throw down. They were ready to do it. They were like, let's do this, whatever. And it was like, it was going to be an all-day moment.
All day.
All day.
All day. All right. So that was, like I said, that was Stone Creek. That was a ton of fun. So that was Saturday. We headed out to Camas Meadows, which is actually technically in Washington. Sorry. So Camas Meadows, bar none, the hardest course I've ever played. We talk about it a lot in this episode. I have developed a case of the shanks the last couple months, working to get rid of them. I think we're almost there. But as you can see, like, this course is picturesque. It is beautiful. The entire course is just awesome. Long course. Actually, it's not a real long course, but it is horribly technical. If you are 1-2 feet out of bounds, you're not finding your ball. I think, David lost more balls that day than I've ever seen before. I mean, like, it was an insanely hard.
This course definitely eats up your golf balls.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And it's just because this is one of those courses. There isn't a forgiving rough.
Right.
You're in the rough. That's it. You're done. Like,
you're done.
If you do not see it go in specifically by something, you're going to use your 3-minute limit up quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
Yeah. No, it's
trying to search for it.
Yeah, it's an insane course. And David and I in this episode talk a ton about that and how tough the course is. This course, we played with an amazing golfer. His name, actually, I do remember his name. His name is Nelson Hacka. And this guy has emailed me several times looking for, hey, did we have any footage of one of my drives? And it was a very hot day out that day. It was, like I said, insanely hot. But this guy, I mean, he had a drive that makes most grown men weep. The sound.
It was, that was the other thing. I think one of the things, it was a swing speed and sound.
Like, it sounded like something violent was happening to that golf ball. Like, it cried foul when it got hit, for sure. But like I said, the course was horribly. Here we actually have a little argument. Like, you're driving off the road. What the hell's wrong with you? And
which way are you going? Come on, let's do it. It's all wet. Come on.
Yeah, we talk about the 10-step rule.
We got to talk about this. Hit pause real quick.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll get back to it.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Reference. This was one of the coolest things I ever heard watching Tiger Woods about something. And somebody had asked him, and how do you deal with bad shot? And Tiger said, my dad said, you have 10 steps and you got to let it go. There's nothing you can do at that point. You can be mad as you want for 10 steps.
Mm-hmm.
After 10 steps, you're dead. Because if you still ponder about it, if you let that thought be in your mind on your next shot, it's just a downhill spiral at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But he goes, anytime hits a bad shot, he says you have 10 steps, to be mad about it. You walk it off, 10 steps, you're done. It's gone. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can change it. That's it. Focus on the next shot. So I laugh that we talk about this. It's a mantra. One of the things I think about golf, which it's definitely age. I think that makes an ultimate difference here is 90% of the game is between the ears, right? It's if you can hit the ball, you're going to be fine. You can play this game. It's 90% is between your ears because it's when you get up there and you say, hey, don't hit it in the water. You're putting it in the water, versus, hey, I'm going to put it up here on the green. This is a shot I'm going to put up on the green, everything, stuff like that. Like it's very, very unique, the game of golf, because it's always you're the ball, you're playing the course, and you're playing yourself mentally. And the more you can stay mentally into it and follow the positivity of golf, you can have some phenomenal rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And there's nothing, I know I tell Nick this all the time. I know I talk about this a lot of times, speak it into existence. And we sat up and watched on post one of these things. We were sitting up watching some videos on YouTube, me and Nick, and we were watching, I think it was Roy, Jason Day and Tiger Woods.
Oh yeah,
and they were talking about like wedges and everything like this. Listening to how they were approaching it, how they talked about visualization, how the positivity of a shot. They were talking about all kinds of different other crazy shots, but it was in that positivity that goes back to that very rule: 10 steps, let it go. And you'll enjoy yourself. No matter what.
That much better. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we're spending a lot of time on these episodes, but I will say that Camas Meadows, great course. A lot of wildlife, as you can see out there in the distance. There's some Bambis walking around. I mean, and this was a hot day. I mean, even David was sweating, and he was like, "Dang, get us in shade." So, it was a fun course. This was the fourth course in 3 days that we played. The last 4 holes. Now, 4 holes. I threw in the towel. My back. I tapped out. My back just was done for. So
first time the scorecard beat me.
Yeah. There you go. Because I parred everything else. If you tap, everything else is par, right?
Yeah. And if you just zero out the last 4 holes, he gains back all those strokes. So.
Yeah. There's some good comedy that happens on this episode. There was a father and son duo. I'm not going to spoil it.
Oh my God, that's funny.
I'm not going to spoil it. It was actually pretty funny to watch. David right here is just giving some great commentary about the.
Oh my God, that was one of the funniest things.
The father, son, and new wife.
This is what makes this so funny.
Yeah.
Go and listen to it because I think you can even hear him at one point.
Yeah.
The son invited his father or something in there as they're going out to play a round of golf. The father brought the new wife.
You're ruining it, man. You're ruining it.
I don't know whether it's wife, girlfriend, or whatever, but you could tell it was a event. Definitely check it out. It was absolutely hysterical. The commentary is absolutely right on that.
Yep.
So then, I want to say, did we do Colorado first, or which one did we do first?
Honestly, I think we did Colorado first. I think we were in Colorado
because I was there for your birthday weekend.
Yeah, which is it was middle of August, and I think we were in Colorado prior to August. I'm pretty sure we were.
You're up there like June, July.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're kind of, like I said, the way we shoot these episodes, sometimes they'll be months before they come out. So it's kind of foggy. You got to remember exactly what was happening, especially if we got inebriated on the course, which it's when we. Well, okay, Fossil Trace, we definitely did. I mean, Fossil Trace was.
Which one did we get worse at? Was it this one or
Fossil Trace? Fossil Trace.
Right.
Fossil Trace. Fossil Trace by far. Yeah. So, I don't want to ruin this one. This is, the Colorado trip was the first time I've actually played golf in Colorado. just
Mine too. That was the first time I played golf in Colorado. Yeah.
really okay. I
Yeah.
gotta say, I mean, some of the most beautiful surrounding mountains that all of the Rockies are all around it. I mean, so we had a great time shooting this. Again, I don't know what it is with us and heat, but like this was everybody kept saying
Wow.
it's unprecedentedly hot here, and it was hot. Like I think this day was like 101 degrees.
For me, I thought Colorado was hotter than Oregon by far.
Yeah, I think probably the elevation. I'll use that in quotations. The elevation.
With your ARPs, it's so much higher up
It's
here.
you're at 6,000 feet. You're gonna die, and yeah. So I mean, like this course was. We had a ton of fun shooting this. I don't think any windows were broken or anything. So I think
No, it was the Colorado National, and this is what I'll say. That is where the college team plays.
mhm.
It's their collegiate course or whatever. So they made a lot of statements. And one of our previous 19th holes, we did the review of their website. They made a lot of claims of the best, the best, the best, the best. I'd almost say I gave 50% of what they said was pretty accurate.
Mhm.
I also think this was obviously still COVID, but I don't think it was nearly as bad as where it's gotten later in the months of things.
Yeah.
So it was very, very as far as their pro shop, it was great, it was nice, something like this. But what I loved about this particular course, as you can see here, is there wasn't a bad view anywhere.
No. No.
And looking at those mountains there, and are you, dude? Is this when you were filming me?
I was filming you, and you were filming
You're
me.
filming me? What have I told you about you filming me?
I don't know, but you know what? If you don't know, you're going to want to watch the episode as soon as we're done here. I'll plug it right now. If you have not done a like and subscribe on our YouTube page, please do so. Like I said, we're doing this for fun. I mean, we're not trying to get rich and famous off this. We're doing this because we're playing golf anyway and taking giant divots. And we're not trying. Okay, we are trying to get rich and famous.
We're trying to get rich and famous. Who's not trying to get rich and famous?
Look at that.
This was great because I think I hit more. Oh my God, this is that one. Yep. All right. So just so you know, you guys saw all the shots. Let's just say this is probably, if we're lucky, we play. You can own the worst you can play is double a hole.
Double the hole.
R3. So I took a 6. I can tell you this right now. I took a 6 as I'm searching. Yeah. Let's just say if this was match, or stroke play,
it's over. It's
all
over.
these guys would have beaten me on that hole alone. The rest of it would have been no comeback. That was a brutal hole. Very, very brutal hole.
And again, I'll give a quick shout out. Our guest Duffer here. I don't remember his name. I'm sure he says Keith. His name was Keith. Dude, awesome golfer. Just kind of a riot. He was really funny. So we did, Colorado National. Great episode. We had a ton of fun. That was episode 10, and we jump right into Fossil Trace. So Fossil Trace, I don't even know. I mean, like I said, I know I've told you guys to watch every one of these, but if you're gonna watch just one tonight, watch Fossil Trace.
This is the cartoon episode.
Oh yeah.
Here's what I love about Fossil Trace. Fossil Trace, we definitely played it as a premium course.
Mm-hmm.
This was premium shots all day long. However, it's one of the ones I could say totally worth the price of admission.
Mm-hmm.
It is a little gimmicky, as you can see here on like this kind of little shot here. Fossil Trace has a couple holes. Like this one here there used to be a house with some nonsense, and there's just a chimney still in the middle of the fairway, right? Like right off this edge, you're right there. That's like a chimney from an old house or something. It's just crazy. In the middle of the opening par 5, start to a round. I don't like any course that opens with a par 5. I think it's a little crazy.
Yeah.
Because you end up throwing your back out and you're injured the rest of the day. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
But what this particular course is the episode previous, if you listen to us taking our shots for good balls, good shots, and everything, antics, Mr. AARP was refusing to partake
Partake it.
into the rules.
Yes.
However, because his wife dropped him off at this course, everyone partaked, and myself and Nick and made sure he had to partake in every one of his good shots, bad shots,
Yep.
everything like this.
Yep.
So this is why this particular episode gets a little bit goofier.
Oh.
And just challenge after challenge after challenge. It
Yeah.
was a ride of a good time. Hands down, Fossil Trace. Again, I do believe I ended this with 4. I want to say it was 4 premium shots, and I think the only reason I didn't give it a 5 for 5,
3.5.
Was it 3.5?
It was 3.5.
What years is that? What you were giving it? Was 3.5?
No, I think that's what you gave it.
3.5. It was one. There's a couple gimmicky holes.
Yeah,
and it was hot as balls. I mean, it was just I would go back, play it at a different time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, again, as you can see here, is phenomenal views. The course was I think fairly well conditioned.
Yeah.
It was definitely well kept.
Yeah.
And there was definitely some very gimmicky holes. The Fossil Trace
signature hole, which is right here.
Is this it right here?
This is a signature hole, which is hole 12. Honestly, and here you're gonna see AARP here do his dance. But yeah, this is hole 12. It's the signature hole, and here's why. So all along that left side, they actually had to stop. They were going to blast that whole area out, but they had to stop because they found fossil. They found dinosaur bones, so they stopped and they built the course around all those protected areas. And you'll see later on in the video, we actually take a little tour down there. And you can see where things are, where they were. Again, we're pretty tuned up. David can't hold a, here I'm telling him I love him. I mean, it got awesome. But this was.
So there's still live explosives in this wall.
Yeah.
The blasting caps and stuff are still in this wall.
Still in this wall.
It became an environmental. You can't remove them or anything like that. So really, really good. Like everyone's the ultimate fear is if you were like Dishka Bibble or Kyle
Berkshire, burnt tire. Hashtag burnt tire.
If they hit one of their drives at that speed into one of those blasting caps, it's all
it's
done.
We're all gone. We're all gone.
It'd be one of the best.
Tom Cruise.
Speed or the ball speed to hit one of those blasting caps solid enough to make it explode.
Tom Cruise would come out of the flames. It would be pretty awesome. But like I said, as you can see, like the course itself is just very, and it was somewhat gimmicky. Again, hot, but just a lot of fun. We had a great time filming there. David and Chris,
a lot of off the course antics. For this particular thing here, I thought was great as well.
Yeah.
Was it Red Rock? It was. I mean,
Red Rock's right there.
So many places to go see. We checked out a brewery. I mean, it was. I mean, there's definitely when we get a chance to do that. There you go. Get it down. Get it down.
Your little tail feather.
I'm like a tail.
Camera down. Let's keep going. But yeah, I will say towards the end of this, I mean, yeah, you're right. We got pretty sloppy. It was a good thing we had a driver. We had a great time. So that's 5 episodes, 5 or 6 that we just looked at.
As a recap, this was towards the ending recap before we got into vacation golf. Where we got back to Cabo again. So we conclude this, season 1, the rough cut season. This is all the rough cuts. This is us just trying to come together, do it together, everything in that fashion. And we hope it entertains you somewhat, some way, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The 19th hole here, so we can get a chance to revisit or talk about stuff that didn't get into the episode, talk about some get some stuff off our chest. So
Hmm.
let's talk about 2021. Right. It's a great start of the year so far. I have a quick mini story. I always say quick mini story. We say we're going to do these things in like 45, and we always go long. Um, but I got lucky. I've been playing now. I took up golf when I moved to Oregon, and I had met Nick. This is where our life's path came together. It was
Hmm.
like 2005, 2006 is when I first started.
Yeah, I
Um,
met you in '07. '07.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um, and my first course, for any of you that know Oregon, in the fashion, was Pumpkin Ridge. So the first time I decided to take, my non-existent game was out to Pumpkin Ridge. But then probably by that winter, my ex at that time, whatever, had splurged, got me a set of irons, got a set of Cobra cavity back MP Pro Tours, clubs. I got the driver, everything. I'm back to the F speed or something back then. I've changed my driver probably 4 times, my woods 3 times. I've changed my wedges 1,000 times. I've had the same irons
Hmm.
since. Fast forward this Christmas, wife said, "Hey, we're not doing each other gifts or anything and stuff like that. We're not doing any gifts or like that." So it took the whole pressure of having to buy anything for Christmas down and off that. Well, we're out doing shopping for something, and she's like, "Hey, I got to stop at the PGA Superstore. Do you want to go to the PGA Superstore?" I'm like, you're not. Are you sending me, or are you asking me to go with you? And she goes, "No, no, no. I want you to go with me to the PGA Superstore." So in my mind, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do my normal tour. I'm just going to go over here to the Hitting Bay, hit a few things. I wanted to check out the new Cobra irons. Well, I start hitting. I start playing on the thing. I'm talking to the guy. The one guy starts to fit me a little bit for it. Changes out, the the club a little bit. The wife walks up. Wife walks up and is like, "Hey, um, what do you call it? You like those? Are you hitting them well?" The fitter's like, "Yeah, this guy's hitting them well." I'm teasing because we just got done watching Kyle and Bryson, hitting videos about the swing speeds and stuff like this. So I happen to be hitting this 7 iron, and there's a photo we can even post it because if you don't post it, it's not real, right? 135 mile per hour swing speed, and I'm teasing Nick. I'm sending him this and this thing, and he's like, "Oh, we just got to put a launch monitor in your garage now." So all of a sudden, she goes, "Why don't you just get them?" She goes, "I'll buy it for you. I'll get you." I said, "Whoa, time out, 20 seconds. Don't threaten me with a good time. What are you vying for? Like, what is this going to cost me on the other side?" She's like, "You do this every time. You watch the new clubs come out. You come in here, you get fitted, you hit every iron from TaylorMade to Mizuno. You make all these claims that your game's going to be so much better, blah, blah, blah." Well, the fitter comes over and he literally talks about it. And he goes, "Well, dude, if your old club," he goes, "what are your old clubs?" And that's when we finally asked me what my old clubs was. And I told him, and he goes, "Okay, I get that." He goes, "Those are 14 years old. As a new golfer to where you're at now," he goes, "Dude, your swing speed has got to be night and day different from that. And look at the difference." He goes, "We took you out of where your left hook was coming because you're swinging at 130 miles per hour. We put you into a club that actually can meet that. And all my shots that were consistently going one way on the screen, all of a sudden got straightened out, and I was staying consistently going down the middle." So I was done, lucked out, got the full rest of the complete fitting. So my new clubs and goals for this year was, hey, I got new irons. I've got a brand new driver from last year. I just got all brand new wedges in there. Um, I'm debating on a new 3 wood or not. But the goals now for me is to get my handicap for this year with the new clubs and stuff dialed back in. Hopefully, to get myself back down towards below a 15. And
Hmm.
actually, for us as a Duffers crew, one of my new goals that we're setting for the team here is to actually get out and play in some more charity tournaments. We
Oh
want
yeah.
to Duffers give back, right? We want to get out there be as goofy as possible, but I want to make sure that this isn't all about just gain and goofiness. We want to some of the new goals for the year is making sure the contribute where we can go and film, have some fun with it, and play in some tournaments and stuff that are giving back. That the proceeds are going back to something good.
Hmm.
So we're doing a lot. You're going to see us pop up in a lot of different social media groups on tournaments and where we could play. And if you guys have suggestions, please let us know. If you got a tournament you want us to come out, put a sponsor or something to it, that's what we're looking to do.
Yeah.
I'll be hitting up the Rays team to help us go out and sponsor, for different tournaments and stuff. So for me, new clubs, I got the goal is to sponsor is a little bit more tournament play for our team as the Duffers team. What are your goals, Nick? You got some goals?
Yeah, I do. I do. I mean, I talked about it a little bit. I've been suffering for almost 7, 8 months with just a horrible. Is that a slice? It's a shank.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's shank.
It's a
I
shank.
want to be mean, but it's just a shank. Yeah,
It's a shank. So
it's contacting the ball.
yeah. I mean, getting the ball off the ground. I mean, I mean, I've golfed with David for many years. I've never been a great golfer, but the last year I've just been suffering with the horrible shanks. So I love the thought of getting out and giving back and doing more tournaments. And yeah, I mean, that really kind of comes down to you guys is send us a tournament that you guys want to play in. Please make it worth be worth a charity or for a charity, not just, hey, we want you guys to roll out for a tournament. We'd like it to go, we'd like the proceeds to go somewhere good.
And here's a perfect example. I got invited and almost called Nick, said, hey, jump on a plane, this, that. He goes, we're playing. He goes, we have a charitable tournament, everything like this. I said, okay, well, what's it playing for? It's playing so we can, fund our little league team. I'm like, all right, dude, that's I can't go get a lot of sponsors and everything come to sponsor your little league team. I go, I'll give you my own personal donation to it, but there's a lot more, in production to come down like that. Now there is one we're playing this summer, St. Jude's. So I'm all for that. Let's go through that, give back, to a big charity and stuff like that. I'm not trying to say any other small charity is not too big, but as when we come out from a production standpoint, we're trying to bring everything in gear and something like that. We want to make sure it's wild for us to give back. And I donated. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it wasn't a bad charity. You literally said it. I was like, hey, dude, not a problem. Here's, $50. Get the kids some stuff. But I can't. I'm not going to fly Nick in and do all this stuff for you, for that type of thing.
Fly Nick in. Come on.
We want to make sure it's worthwhile, for the whole teams and stuff, from the charitable standpoint. All right. You want us to come play golf, we're going to come and do that, but when we say giving back, giving back to the charities and stuff like that, we want to make sure it's worthwhile. It's going, to help any and every way we possibly can.
So yes, I mean, like I was saying, I think that's definitely, that's definitely some of the goals. Get a little better. I mean, I feel like I have some good plans. I recently just golfed and it was a pseudo tournament on New Year's Day, a little hungover golf, a lot of fun. But one of the gentlemen I played with, older guy, he had
First of all, I like how he tries to downplay that hungover golf.
Oh, dude.
Do I need to go to the tail of the tape here? Where did you end up that night?
In bed at 8:00.
Before that.
Okay, so we started out hungover. And then we polish it off. One of my good friends, Brandon, who owns, if you're in the Portland area, definitely check out the Hive Tap Room. He owns the Hive Tap Room. It's a great brewery, great beer, great ciders. So he's the one that put it on. So we ended up back at, and I'll call it a speakeasy style. Everything was, all the windows were taped up because we're closed. So we were all technically employees for the day, helping out around the brewery. And so I had to be driven home. And I was in bed by 8:30. I'm not ashamed.
After the hot tub? Yeah, see, as his fogginess thing is, I'm asking him, texting him, how was the tournament, everything, something like that. And I knew it was good when it was the drunken responses. And then all of a sudden it was a half picture of a weird leg or something outside in the hot tub. And I'm just like, what is he doing? And then all of a sudden it was radio silence. So when you hit him up the day after, he was like, "Oh, dude, I ended up unconscious by 8:30."
Oh yeah,
so it was a good tournament.
Yeah, it was. It was a great one. Yeah.
All right. I'm surprisingly enough, as what I called the time hack to be, I'm still actually on track. New Year's resolutions, just because of the agenda. I knew what our agenda was, and I knew what the thing is. I said hour 20.
Yeah.
But New Year's resolutions. What is, and everyone else does it. So let me ask this question, and we'll ask it to the fans. Put it into the chat room after you watch this, even though you're not with us live right now. But I would love to hear from, what is your golf New Year's resolution?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd love to see that. I'd love to chat about it. So yeah, I mean, if you can put it in the chat. I mean, let's talk about it.
What is
You
yours?
know, what's mine?
What is your golf New Year resolution?
To hit straight.
Okay, fair enough. That's fair
to,
enough.
to hit straight. I don't want to. I don't. If I want to hit 200 yards that way, I don't want to line up looking, completely like 90 degrees the other way. Because it's crazy, and I don't know if you have ever been brave enough, but one of the guys I was golfing with on New Year's, he was actually in front of me, and he said, "Your ball has so much spin." He said, "It is. I can't even imagine what the revs are." He said, "But it came by me," and he said it had this weird sideways spin. He said, "So you're hitting it off the hosel." He's like, "You're not making any contact with it. It's just insane." So, and then, yeah, like I said, couple, pieces of advice from this older gentleman. All of a sudden I was like, wait a minute. I get it. So I started hitting better, which was good. But yeah, so my New Year's resolution for golf is definitely to hit straighter, get some new grips on my clubs.
You know what? I think new grips is going to be a huge one for you.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just order them now.
Just because, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing, because I changed getting my clubs and getting fitted and everything like that. And same thing I made in my unboxing video I threw up on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Go get fitted. You guys would be amazed of what you think in your head is you swinging for a slice, or you swinging like this. For those of you that have ever shot a weapon or anything like that, your breath is a difference of a inch to 2 feet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything in golf is just as much as shooting weaponry, archery, anything like this it's in inches, like it's variables of inches. And when I got fitted and I got the right grips put in the on the clubs, and the right weight and the shot, it's night and day watching. And I didn't change my swing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the equipment that got changed for my swing. Watched all those shots start consistently going down the middle, based on that,
Mm-hmm.
which is definitely so. A larger grip, hand size, it made a world of a difference.
And now this is what you sent me. Is this the grips that you got? Were the
No, those were the original ones. I was gonna go with dry tack, and I actually called and changed my order, because when I started to get the reviews on them, for those on the list, you'll end up changing these more often than the Golf Pride ones I got. I ended up going with the Golf Pride one, and it's because, and he goes, they're very, very good. The dry tackiness, everyone screams up and down. The great grip, they wet, and they're just like it is. However, because of that tackiness that's built into those, they wear down faster. They say it's about a whatever you call it, like a one year, and all of a sudden you replace them again.
Okay. Which ones did you end up getting?
I got the Golf Tech. They're Golf Tech. They're white. They're black and white.
I thought you said Golf Pride.
I'm sorry, Golf Pride. Golf Pride. You're right.
Mid-size.
Here's the thing, dude. I wouldn't go in.
Okay.
Take them in. Take your clubs in, because for me, I got the largest, but the way I did it, because my fingers are long, they also did extend. So like a lot of times they'll do the club where they'll make it thicker on the back and it stays skinnier up in the front. Mine was actually done thick. So like all the way down, I got that size and grip on like this. So this is where I say, and I said it in that one video before, go get fitted. Let the guy actually put the thing in your hand, watch you hit a few, and he may even tell you, you need to be +3 on the bottom, and maybe -2 on the back, right? So there's a science to this, and I watch those guys do it and show me the difference with different clubs with different sizes on there.
So I did have a question about that, and then let me ask you this. I mean, so like I could take my clubs, because I recently this last summer got a new set of clubs. I'm not in the market for a new set of clubs. So if I take my clubs in, are they gonna have some sample sizes to? But
Not on your clubs though.
No, 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 not
Show
no.
you, they'll
Okay.
show you sample sizes on other demo clubs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, let's wrap this up. We're running short on
I'm
time.
going to wrap this up because I want you to pull up the clip. You know which clip I'm talking about. This is why he wants to hit it straighter. This every time I watch it, my heart still palpitates a little bit.
All right. Hold on. Let me.
You know.
I know which. I know which clip. Oh, Duffers.
This is why he has a New Year's resolution.
All right. So hold on. Let me give a little preface to this.
Tee up this clip.
All right. So this tournament we played with two guest Duffers. We played with one of my good friends Abe, and also one of our great friends Dan. Dan the Taco Man. I'm sorry.
Dan the Taco Man.
That's right. So this was a mid-November golf tournament. It wasn't for anything special. It was just a golf tournament out here in Portland, Oregon. It's actually in Boring, Oregon. Now this course, David and I have played a ton. We love the course. It's got one of the best stinking holes. Hole 12.
It's actually, if you look up Oregon signature holes, I do believe it's the number two. Number two?
Yeah, number one. Yep. So this is, David had been trying to make little corrections throughout the day, like, hey, take a quarter step back, take an eighth of a step back, do this, fire your hips, do this. So this is the 18th hole. And like I said, it was very cold, but
before you hit play, here's the thing. I love this course. It was a great course, and you'll see this this is a season 2 thing. But this is what I love about this particular. This is what I'm saying from a Duffer standpoint, where we get to come out and play, right?
Yeah.
How much notice did you give me on this?
Oh, like a week.
He goes, "Hey, ABC tournament, are you down? Let's do it." Good. I was on the Southwest flight. We were there. We put this tournament together. We put the team together. We made it happen.
Yep.
This here was almost the regret of why I would never golf with him again.
All right, here you go. You ready? And I went ahead and turned on the sound here for this one. So here you go.
Holy shit. Did that go? Yeah, dude, I think that went between his legs.
Woo!
Oh my god, I'm still watching this. It makes my heart jump.
I mean,
for you guys watching this clip, or if you guys are even watching this aspect of this, go back. It's on our channel. Please check it. You have to understand
right the trajectory.
I am standing there with the camera, watching him film this off. It went between my legs, through the golf cart. It was the most any inch in any other direction. I was either going to be done for the rest of the year. The cart would have either gotten exploded into. It was the most thread of a needle aspect, and my heart for the rest of 18 was just on full tilt. I was warm the rest of the day because it was that much of a scare factor. That I love that clip. It's driving me distracted, but I stand 110% behind your resolution just for that clip alone.
Come on. All right. So there's that. Like I said, that's just, and that's what we want to bring you guys. We want to bring you more short clips like that. We are not perfect, and we are having a ton of fun doing this. Like I said, we are. Yeah, I mean, and as long as we're showing some embarrassing clips, let's just bring up Broken Dreams and Glass. All right, here you go, folks. The world premiere of David's fantastic shot with the shot tracer. Oh, yeah, into that guy's plate glass window. I mean, I got to tell you. That was, and I guess some of the best commentary is Chris, our ARRP, halfway through the shot, he's like, oh no, oh God, no, oh God, no. And So like I said, we're here to.
For this, first of all, Nick, I love that you're still on board with the Duffers
Oh yeah,
review. I
even
love
though I suck.
full tilt on this.
Yeah,
I love golfing with you. I love getting the guest Duffers out there.
absolutely.
Season 2, it's already we already got like 12 courses in the bank. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, 2021 is going to be a great year, guys. I'm excited because we got a lot of good, already requests. We're going out to see 2 nips. We're going to go out and see, is it 4 nips? Whatever. Hey,
Oklahoma, dude. Hey, Jordan, if you're watching this, dude, massive shout out to you. We met him in Cabo San Lucas. I got to tell a story about the 4 nips. So we're getting out of the pool, end of the night, right? And or not even at night, it's still daylight out. And this guy, I'm yakking with this guy at the bar, and we both get out of the pool, and the first thing he says is, "You staring at my 4 nipples?" Like deadpan. "You staring at my 4 nipples?" And I hadn't even noticed. I was like, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, I got 4 nipples." And so he shows me his, and then these extra nipples. And so, some people would be a little surprised and be like, "Oh no." The first thing I said to him is, "Do they give you pleasure when you rub them?" And he goes, "Yeah, they do." All right.
They were smitten the rest of the vacation.
This is my new best friend.
So he actually made some great suggestions. We put it on the list. We have a list. You'll be able to check out on our website where the requests are coming in. Let us know. Hit subscribe, hit like, pound the button, get the notification. You'll be able to see it coming out. Where we're trending and where we're going to do a review. Season 2, we're taking all the comments. We're taking all the suggestions put together. Mm-hmm. What's next for the Duffers and Duffers review? Just that. We're going to be playing more. We're going to have a little bit more entertainment. And one of the resolutions that I'm going to put behind that, what's next, is we're going to get more content out.
Yep.
We know it. That's what it comes down to. We're going to get less of 30-minute episodes and get into more of the quick cuts, the quick reviews, a little bit more entertainment. And we're also going to change up our philosophy of what we do out on the course. Oh, yeah. We're going to ingest a couple more scrambles, best ball play, and we've got a phenomenal golf bag game that we're going to show you. We'll tell you guys about it. It is a great golf game for just hanging with a bunch of buddies who just want to drink. They really don't even care about keeping the score. This is one of the best games to play out on the course. It's in riot. Every time I played it, I've just, my side hurts from the laughter of playing this game. Mm-hmm. So, guys, with that said, I'm actually coming in under the gun here. I was saying about 100, 120. Look at Nick; he's excited on it. He wanted it done in 45, but we saw our agenda. Our agenda was going to make it run long.
Yeah.
But everybody, we appreciate you. Happy New Year! Catch us, in the next episode coming soon. Catch us if you're lucky enough to hit us when we're out live on the course. There's a tons more content coming your way. Shout out again to Rays. We look forward to partying with you here in the new year. I'm trying to get them. Hey, Black Clover. I want to rep you guys, but I need some. You gotta hook us up. Gotta hook us up. Love. But shout out to all those games. Yep. With that being said, I'm going to give you my last shout out. I'm going to toss it over to Nick, Duffer 2 here to close it out for us. But just remember, hit subscribe, hit like, follow us. We're looking at this all day. All day.
And actually, like David was saying, we want to see you guys out on the course. We want your comments, good, bad, indifferent. We want to hear them. So, we'll see you guys out on the course, and we'll be doing more and more goofy, fun stuff at the same time. So, all right, David's gone. He's out of here. I'm going to wrap it up. I'll talk to you guys soon. And where the hell did you go?
I was trying to play behind the scenes. All
right, guys. All right. You guys have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.